these living events. So there you go. Right?
Hello, Legislator Colby. Could you hear us?
Yes, I hear you. You hear me?
Yes, great. Thank you.
All right.
County Planning Board meeting. So our meeting is being recorded, and we're also live streaming it on YouTube. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. So our agenda today, hopefully everyone got the email with the agenda packet. It includes 2 items requiring quorum votes, the approval of last month's meeting minutes, and then also an amendment to the current year CIP. We'll begin the agenda by taking roll call. Chairman Bill Santos.
It is a vacation.
He's on vacation.
Hawaii.
Good for him. Mike Wiedemer, Vice Chair. I am present. Dave Watson.
Present.
Tyrese Bryant. Elizabeth McDade. Milton Pichardo. Present. Victor Sanchez.
Here.
Robert Colby.
Here.
Zoom. Legislator Rachel Barnhart.
Here.
Deputy County Executive Amy Grower. Or her alternate Connor McMahon.
Here.
Assistant County Executive Adrian Green. Or her alternate Joe Leatherstead.
Yeah.
We have Jennifer Cesario from Finance.
Here.
Joe Taddeo from Finance.
Here.
Richard Tantalo. Christina Doherty. Sean Murphy.
Here.
And Andy Fraser. Okay. Ishan, any guests you want to introduce?
We have a representative from North Common, Rich Cook, and from planning staff with Lisa Hampton, and myself, Ishan Lin, secretary to the board. And that's everyone here.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. First item on the prepared agenda was the approval of the meeting minutes. These are the meeting minutes from July, which was the meeting held on July 30th, 2026. Can I have a motion to approve last month's minutes?
Second.
By Dave, second by Rachel. Any discussion, questions, edits? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved unanimously. Ishan, any announcements or communications?
I just make sure all the members have received the adopted 2732 CIP should be mailed and so. Thank you. Here you all received one. That's all.
So this was adopted by the legislature vote. That's the last kind of formal
Yes, this will
part
be
of the process,
last
right?
part
This
of
is the
process.
adopted now for 2027. Do we often have amendments between now and the beginning of the 2027 year?
Oh, I think we will now if we amend it will be 26.
There's a 27 capital budget that has not been established until the end of the year.
Gotcha.
In January 2027, we might have the amendment.
Got it.
And in March 2027, we will start the year 28 to 33 CIP process.
So today's action item, which is item number 3 on the agenda, would be an amendment to the CIP that was adopted last calendar year.
Yes.
For the years of 2026 to 2031. So in the packet, everyone should have seen the letter from County Executive Bello, which is asking that we amend the 2026 to 2031 capital improvement program and amend the 2026 capital budget to add the project entitled First Responder Memorial with an amount of $60,000. So with the amendment, and then we'll hear a presentation.
Second.
by Milton, seconded by Rachel. Okay, presentation. That's you, Sean.
That's me.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wait for it to show up here. So DES is presenting this because it's the actual implementation of the project, but this has been initiated through a multidiscipline group of folks between the sheriff's office and public safety, the 911 communication center, a bunch of external folks, and you'll see that as I go through this. But as I always do, I just put it in the letter here so it memorializes what we're doing in the presentation. The next slide will give you an idea here. So the top of the Civic Center Plaza, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but Hall of Justice is on the right-hand side, which is north. City of Rochester Public Safety Building is on the south side. You go a little bit beyond that, you get to 490. County Public Safety Building on the top of the page, west side. On the other side of that is Exchange. I'm sorry, Plymouth, and then Exchange is on the south side. Across the street from that is the War Memorial. So up in that plaza, which is actually frequented by people just kind of milling around and enjoying the weather and things like that, there was an initiative to create a first responder circle, a place where we're putting monuments to represent the different first responder groups. So people can go up and reflect on the loss of life. People that have died in the line of service are memorialized with these monuments that are up there right now. So if you go to the next slide, currently there's one up there for the sheriff's office, the Rochester Fire Department, and the Rochester Police Department. They have memorials on the upper right-hand corner of the sheriff's office. Maybe you can see down in the bottom of the memorial, there's a bunch of names on there, unfortunately, of officers that have fallen. The fire department and the police department, Rochester Police Department, have their names of fallen comrades on the backside of the monument. So with that, if you go on to the next slide, a group was formed to create a first responder monument for other first responders. What I'll personally just call them volunteers. They're not necessarily volunteers because a lot of fire departments have paid folks now and stuff, but I guess maybe non-county would be a better way to look at it. The other first responder agencies out there, which are the fire departments on the 33 districts around the county, 11 transporting agencies for EMS, ambulance service, and those types of things, and the 911 center, which is actually a county joint and city of Rochester endeavor. And as you see, they answer over 1 million calls a year for dispatching first responders out to the general public. So with that, the group was established, and we've been going through this. I think it's been months, if not maybe even longer than that, right? Trying to come to consensus on what this would look like, who's represented, how does it get set up. Quite the long and arduous task to get here, but I think we've come to some consensus. And the reason we're moving forward now is that October 28th is actual National First Responders Day. So the goal is to have this monument fabricated and installed by October 28th, which we can do, assuming we get the funding in place at this point. The next slide. This is what we're looking at. Again, it's a monument that represents the 3 different agencies, non-policing agencies, local fire departments, EMS, 911 folks. And we'll put each of the different agencies will have their text in the front, honoring our fallen comrades, whatever they want to have to represent their groups, with the ability to have names on the backside of any fallen folks from the different, through the different agencies. So for instance, in the case of the local fire departments, I think, what do you say, going back to 1940, or so far there are at least 11 names of folks from volunteer fire departments, right, that have died in the line of service. And one of the things that's coming up now is getting certain types of cancer while you're on the job, cancer-related deaths, or if you get cancer as it's related to work, and then you die like at night but not working, that's considered a line of service death. So they expect, because of the proliferation of cancer deaths, that those numbers may start to increase. So we definitely want to make sure we have enough space on the backside. It's kind of the morbid thing. You've got to make space for names, but it's the unfortunate part of what we need to do. So this is a general mock-up right now of what this the stone would look like, and it's sized so that matches the size of the other monuments that are there. It doesn't overshadow them, or the other monuments don't overshadow this. And that's the general plan to proceed right now.
Sean, can you just repeat that there's existing monuments today?
Yep, so if you go back a couple slides, the three, yep, for the sheriff's office, Rochester Fire Department, and Rochester Police Department. So again, kind of the municipal, if you will.
Yeah.
And these folks are like non-municipal type folks.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's gonna happen is the county is gonna upfront the cost to get this going out of fund balance that Jennifer was able to obtain. And part of this is we're gonna do it's a contract actually with the Sheriff's Foundation, and the different fire departments, EMSs will all go out and do some donation, raise money, and then use that money to pay back the county for the cost of the monument.
So the county maintains the Civic Center Plaza?
Yes.
I remember when I was a kid, there was nothing there. It was no green space. It was, so.
Just slab, yeah. The Soviet block, yeah. Yeah, so there was a job, I can't remember exactly what happened, probably back in the 80s. They created this green space, and then that's where within the last couple of years, because those monuments just got moved up in the last couple of years, was to create this first responders where people can go and reflect, on the loss of folks that have been killed in the line of service.
It was a platform. It was there, and they changed and put the grass in the early, about 2015, 16.
Take that at face value. Close it up. Close it up.
Yeah. That's it, pretty straightforward.
So there's optimism that the funds will be reimbursed to the county, but we're voting under the possibility that the county will cover the entire cost.
That's the extreme, yes,
Yeah.
but based on the information we have right now, so the sheriff has public relations folks, there's the county public relations folks, there's been a lot of enthusiasm from all the different fire departments.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm doesn't mean anything until the cash shows up, but people believe that there's a lot of enthusiasm for this. They'll cover the cost.
So even at 60,000, given the meaningfulness of the work they do and the sacrifices that have been made, it seems like a great investment, a great project. Okay, any further discussion or questions? All right, we had a motion from Milton to move forward with this action. Rachel, second that. I'll call for a vote now. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the action is approved unanimously.
So I'm sure on behalf of all the other folks, thank you very much for that.
Ishan, any other business or anyone on the board that want to bring other business before the meeting today?
Want to share that we have a training program coming up in September 29th. This opens. It's for our training program is about a seeker and a site plan review, and I would just hand through the flyers, and if for the boards here who are interested to participate, you can reach out to me or check our website, and we have three veteran faculties. They have since to provide lectures on site plan and environmental review since 1990s. And so we anticipate it'll be a great program. So that's all, and I will pass out the
Great, thank you.
information now.
This was the email that was sent out today, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So it just announced today. It's very new. And we do open the registration for 6 weeks also. So people have plenty of time. And this is also help support our local municipality boards, because all the town and villages board members, they all require 4 hours every year of their continuing education. So this is kind of Monroe County Planning Department, we have put out this program kind of to support the local municipalities, those volunteer force to fulfill their required annual training.
Great, thank you. All right, next scheduled meeting for the board is in 5 weeks, September 24th, 2026 at 3:30. TBD on whether we'll have a meeting. Do we have anything in the agenda already?
Anticipate some action items, but I will inform the board when we get the final.
Stay
information.
tuned.
Yes, stay tuned.
All right, with that, that completes our agenda. Can I have a motion for adjournment? In a second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Sean. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, our meeting is concluded.